So welcome to Whispering Heights, a place to hear the whispers of God. Today I'm doing something very different. I'm actually in at, at a home near some folks that we have just met that have a bunch of blackberries that we're going to get rid of. So I'm going to tear them out today, try to get them home, put them in my yard, see how they do, and give you a little information as we go along about not only the blackberries, but something about finding the heart of God. And at the end of this message, I've got something very exciting to share with you all. So stick with us and we'll see how we go. I'll be back when I finish tearing these out. All right, so still tearing up these blackberries this lady has given us. Got some in this box here, I think you can see. And what we're having to do is tear them out of the ground. She wants to get rid of them. I'm going to have a whole bunch of them when I'm done. Kind of reminds me of the stuff that interests me so much about the past, like when my grandparents were on the earth and my parents were young, and how people would take care of one another, and you'd buy stuff or be given stuff like this from people, or they'd have stuff there for people to come and pick up and cut some blackberries off so they could take them home and eat them. And back during the Depression and times like that when people didn't have a whole lot. And this is just reminding me of that. And I've got a whole lot more to cut off yet before we head home with them. So anyhow, I'll show you some more when I get to it. Okay, so I'm still here. I'm still pulling up blackberries. There's not as many here as I'd hope there would be, but there's a bunch of them, and we're going to have a bunch for the house here. But I'm going to keep digging a little bit deeper and getting all that we can. I think that in the country, the way that things are going with the struggles that we're having today with money and everything so expensive, and people having a hard time living today. But part of it, I think, is because we've lost this idea of caring for one another and helping one another. But I think beyond that, we've lost the idea of going out for ourselves and doing things, getting plants like these, put them in our yard, let them grow. Not everybody has, but a lot of people have lost this whole concept of how God has put within us the ability to do things, to take care of ourselves, to handle the problems that we have, and that God is with us in all the things that we do. And He's there to provide for us and care for us. And we need to provide for and care for other people. So I'm going to keep digging just a little bit longer. Then I'm going to head back to the house. So we'll talk again in a minute. All right, so look at all those. There's probably a lot more. But man, you had to dig and dig and dig to get them. But maybe that's part of the point here. Sometimes we have to dig deep. No matter what it is in life, whether it's, to make a living, or if we want to grow close to God, we got to dig deep in order to get there. These were underneath a bunch of stuff I had to pull out of the ground. It was a lot of hard work. I fell down a couple of times. But there's some here, and if I want to come back for more, I can come back and get some more. So I'm going to take these home now and show you where I'm going to put them. So here I am back home. Just going to get out of the car. It's kind of the back of our house here. It's a alleyway with our little garage. I like to call it a garage just because it's fun. You see part of my little garage right there. But up among here, we got a place we're going to walk up to and place these blackberries. Let me see if I can climb up here. The neat thing about this area here, it's kind of behind the house, is that we've been putting stuff in here the last 2 years to try to put some fruits and vegetables and stuff like that back here, but also some flowers to make the house look prettier. And it's really cold today, but Easter was just a couple days ago, and I hope spring's going to come. Here's the back part of our house here, and part of the house that you can see that I'm still painting part of after the accident. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to, but back here is where we're going to put these. And I hope that you can see those. You can see my car back there. This area kind of just goes right on down there. It's a great place to put stuff. And hopefully we'll have some blackberries come the fall. Speaking of fall, besides the fact that, we've been talking this whole time about growing closer to God, growing deeper roots is what I'm doing today with these fruits, these plants. But come not September, I'm going to be in Ohio for a month, going to various churches in Ohio. Your church could be one of them. We're now setting up this time for a whole week to be in Ohio and to go to churches and to talk about growing deeper roots with Jesus, hearing the Lord and growing from Him. So certainly it could be your church that we're at or some of the others. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope that as different as this was from what I normally do with Whispering Heights, I hope it's helped you today to find a deeper root with God in all that He's done for us, in all He's given us. Thanks a lot, and take care.